That shiny chrome there, that's a wreck of a Toyota 4Runner. It's upside down and it's completely flattened roof upside down, and it's hiding behind those trees. It's very difficult to see, but it must have fallen from this curved, what used to be a road. Now it's a closed, so it's only a hiking trail now. But there's 7 or 8 cars like this wrecked from the days where this used to be an open road. I don't know if these were accidents or suicides or stolen cars, or I don't know. Probably each car has a story different. There's another car on the other side of that, where that trail turns, also upside down behind this kind of slope. There's another car. It's a Chevy Vega, and then at the beginning that was white Chevy at the beginning of the trail. Because we're relatively at a lower altitude, but we have a long way to go, all the way up to that height. Not that mountain, but that height, because where I'm going is way to the right of this, behind it. Kind of this trail kind of curves, is not straight, so it's all rights and left turns all the way. And that down there, this is the city of Corona. And those mountains up there to the north, that's where Ontario Airport is. Las Vegas is in that direction. Los Angeles is way to the west here. So this is the Skyline Drive to Beek's place hiking trail, and we're just getting started. Those trees, that's my destination. That ball there, that's the Doppler radar, KSOX Doppler. It's a weather radar, and that is my destination. This is probably the last place where I can see it, because the trail will head that way to the right, and then for the longest period, probably for an hour or more, we will not be able to see it, because the mountain will be between that and us. So this is the last place where you can see it before we get too close to it. Bye. That flag up there is where I stopped last time. This is where I stopped last week, but today I'm continuing. Yeah, see, this corner is where I stopped last time, and today I'm continuing. So even though we're going up, we'll stop by those TV antennas. There's those antennas that are very far away. We're not gonna buy it, but we will walk by those just before we get to the Doppler radar. From this up here, there is, even though we continue going up, this part here kind of goes down a little. See, it kind of goes down there, and then see, before the antenna start going back up. Ooh, it's getting very windy and very cold. Wow. Where is the car? The car is down here. There's a wreck of a car down here. I want to see the car, I want to film it. These guys are bikers. I guess it's easier to come here on a bike. Huh. Where is that car? This fell. I'll get it. Oh, there it is. There's a car down there. You see it? There's a car down there. Okay, this is the probably annoying section in the hike where we have to go down. See, we're keep going down until just ahead around the corner here. We'll start going back up. See? Just a moment ago I was way high up there. Oh, it's behind the corner. But that is my Doppler radar, my destination, and these are the TV antenna sites. These are very tall, and they have red lights that flash at night. So at night from home I see these at night. You can see them, the red lights flashing at night for aviation. Okay, yep, that's my destination right there. I imagine it's about a mile, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm also recording this hike, not recording, but I'm tracking it on my phone. So I'm tracking steps, distance, altitude, time, steps, everything. It even tracks calories, but I don't know what that means, or how it actually knows what calories, how many calories I'm burning. Okay, look at those higher peaks with the cloud. One of the previous times I hiked this area here, it was a weekend, of course, day, and it was the day that Kobe Bryant helicopter accident happened. That happened in a location very far from here, maybe more than 2 hours drive from here, but that was a very windy and cloudy day. So when I was up there by the Doppler, I couldn't actually see below. It was all engulfed in fog and clouds, so I was really above the clouds when I was up there, so I couldn't really see anything. It was not cold, but it was windy and cloudy, and I was really in the clouds. Somebody told me once that here in one of these canyons there is a bulldozer that fell, I guess when they were making this road or something many years ago. There's a bulldozer that is somewhere in deep down one of these canyons, and these canyons are very deep, and when something falls like a car or something, bulldozer, the emergency personnel only go get there to get the people out, mostly bodies, because probably nobody survives a fall like that, and the car, they leave it behind. So it's sitting there. Probably they get buried over the years with mudslides and growth of trees and plants and whatnot, and they become very difficult to see. They really get buried. So the cars I am able to see, I don't know how much longer they will be available to be visible before they get completely buried out. Okay, look at that. Look at that beauty. Oh, sorry for my breath, but it's really, that's what it's all about. I'd rather do this than the gym. This is fresh air, beautiful scenery, and it's free. Okay, bye for now. This is new. I think they call these stacks of rock cairns, C-A-I-R-N. I don't know what they mean. What is this? But this is new. I never seen this before. Again, I have not been here in 13 months. Oh, look what I see up there. We're in the destination. Now once we're around this corner here, we'll see the antennas. And as we continue going back up, probably in 10 more minutes we'll be there by that Doppler and the Beek's place ruins. Look at that. Wow. Okay, I will record when I'm closer. And this is, by the way, this is a private property. I think some TV station. It's not government. It's not the government antenna. So this says it's a private property. You may not enter. 24-hour video surveillance and the registrations for each antenna. I believe these are TV antennas, and each one of them is supported by 4 cables like these. Look at that, from 4 cables in each corner, or maybe more than 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5, and there's 4 of them. They soar to the sky, and each one of them has a room around it to prevent people climbing on it. Beside the cameras there's also concrete wall and a fence. Wow, this is so cool, so cool. That's where I came. It says, that sign says no exit, locked gate, 4.5 miles ahead. So that means I've been hiking from the gate 4.5 miles, and before the gate I also walked from my car, which probably was another half mile. This is a sign, God knows from what age, because it's metal rusted, and many artifacts here that are old. And what's this? This never noticed this sign before. What does it say? Skyline Drive, which is exactly the name of this road here. Even though it's a locked road, but it's still a road, and it's called Skyline Drive. That's very nice. Okay, so this site is, these are the red lights we see at night from my backyard. And I guess this will continue to go up, and then we'll go left, because there's a split road, a fork in the road, where you go left to go to the Doppler. Or if you continue straight, then it will start going down to the other side of these mountains, which I never tried, but one day probably I will. I don't know how far it goes, or whether it goes somewhere or not. I need to research it before I try. Okay, so I will record again when there's something important. Bye. I like nice metalwork and whatever this is, and that's my way going up, way up. Look at that view. So that's the west. That's west. So behind these mountains there's the Pacific Ocean. Look at that eagle. Look how high I am, that you see eagles. And look how high we are now. And those are the antenna site, the one near here, and there's another one way up there in the mountains. I don't know how to get to that one. I never been to that far. There is walls there of some kind of old structure. This eagle is flying around me. Maybe they have a nest here. They don't want me up here. Oh, look what we have in sight. But look at this view. Hello, eagle. I think this eagle is not happy that I'm here. Maybe they have a nest nearby. Wow. Oh, there's 2 of them now. 3. There's 3 eagles now. Usually I only see eagles way up the top there, but I guess they are just enjoying the flying out in this wind. It's very windy and cold. I'm freezing. Should I? Look where I am. Look where I am. This is almost near the end. See? Here. This to the left. There used to be a gate, because I don't know the exact history of that place, but these tall trees you see there are what we saw earlier, much earlier. And that up there is the KSOX Doppler radar for weather. But there is also some kind of a metal structure. I think that was like observation station for the Japanese attack in World War II. So it's probably from the 40s. It's there. I'll take another video, or maybe I just keep it recording. So if I go straight, this is not part of my trail. This is like a side trail that starts going down, and that is the famous Orange County, where my work is actually. But that's Orange County down there, because I live down here in Corona, which is Riverside County, and way out there to the west, not this west, because this west here is the Pacific Ocean behind all these mountains, but west over there, that is Los Angeles, way out. For me, way north behind where I started, that is Riverside County. So these are three counties: Riverside, Los Angeles, and Orange. But let's get back to our hike. See, I think these gates and that's our leftovers from the 40s, where this used to be some kind of a military. See that metal tower? There's two of them. One has fallen down. It's fallen down in the canyon. The other one's still standing, but you can see it's very old. And I think all this is very old. Maybe when this was a military post in the 40s. That was, what, 80 years ago? You can see it's very old and just abandoned here. So I guess there used to be a sign, used to be a fence, used to be a gate. Look at how old this metal is and stuff. Just rusting out here. I guess this sign used to say keep out, military post or something. And look out. So our way, still we need to get up there, but for now there is a very spectacular sight here with all these giant rocks. The eagle are back. Look at all this view. One time I made it to that rock down there last year. That was fun, but when I came back up, it was a very steep slope. It was very hard to come back up. Hey, that's my home down there somewhere. Okay, here we come to these metal structures. I think these are some kind of observation. I don't know what they used to have up there. People observing, or cameras, or lights, or fire. I don't know. But see, there's two of them. One remains standing, the other is fallen down here. Wow. Look at how, look at, wow. This is just cool. I love things like that. Look, this is strewn concrete and whatnot. Look at this. One of the previous times I came here, there were like several eagles sitting on top of this thing, and I was really walking by here on my way, really scared they would attack me. Today there's nothing, no eagles here, only those three we saw there. But look at this thing, it's just cool. I don't know what this is, another gate. That's the ruins of the what's called the Beek's place. I don't know if that's a military something or somebody's house, but look at all this concrete broken up from, I don't know, the 40s. It's just cool. I guess there used to be a ladder here. Is that a ladder? I don't know. But it's all, I imagine there used to be pieces of wood on top. Probably this one is still staying here strong. Look at all this concrete that's broken up. That's just beautiful. I can be here all day just filming and taking pictures and videos. This is amazing. Let me get out of here a little. Ouch. Thorns. Oh, look at this. There used to be, oh, look at all that wood. I don't know what the wood was. Maybe some kind of structure. Looks like there's remains of a fence between stone, rocks, and wood. and concrete. Some pieces of thin concrete. Yeah. Look at this thing. It's just beautiful. I gotta take some pictures here too. The day is really beautiful with the light. Sunlight is not very bright, which makes it probably perfect for a photography as well. But look at all this. And look at all this view. Just magnificent. Actually, I don't think you see the ocean from here. Looks like there's more mountains. But I guess if you go high up there, maybe it's a different story. Or maybe this is not an observation station. I really don't know. I need to do some research about this. Okay, let's continue. I will click record again when I get to Beek's place, that ruins. Actually, let's just keep it on. So here there's a split in the road. This one enters here. There's a gate, another gate on this side. But this is, I guess, if you were not meant to come here, you did not come here. You continued on that road. And look at these are the trees we saw from way earlier in the trail. Look at them. I guess people planted these things here, so they are still. This is the gate we're entering. And these are the ruins. I don't know if this is a house or what, but I assume this is Beek's place. Hey, that the motorcycles came. Okay. I think there's a fireplace in this room here somewhere. Yeah. So I guess this was some kind of roof with all these cute windows. Fireplace. I guess people still light fires here and drink beer, I guess. Fire chimney, all these cute little windows. I guess this was a concrete wall here. Door. The rest of the ruins is here. The remains of a gate, remains of a burned tree. Thunder hits these trees a lot here, usually in the mountains. You see many of them split and burned and dead. But I'm surprised these trees are still standing tall, surviving. This is probably the most steep, most difficult slope up in the whole trail. It's really, I don't know if you can see it, it's visible, but look how quickly we became so much above those trees. And we can see that huge antenna site way up there, which I don't even know how you get up there. That's the other one we walked by, and that's what the one we're going to. And once you get up there, this trail does not end. This trail is endless as long as this series of mountains called Cleveland National Forest continues. There's a trail along it all the way. I just say end of trail because after this becomes very not as used as this trail. It's probably most for four-wheel drive vehicles and experienced hikers. Is not as easy to hike or as friendly as this one. I tried once, hiked about 10 minutes in it. It was not really as friendly as this one. Besides, this is this is pretty much a realistic expectation of one day hike. Beyond that becomes just ridiculous unless you plan to spend the night up here or something. So I set my destination as this because that's more realistic hike. Sorry, I'm just losing breath because it's a really steep up hike. I don't know what this plant is called, but its flowers sprout on this very tall thing and then they die. So there's several of them up there. There's one of them over there. Taken picture of that one before when it had flowers. I think around the summer you see flowers on it. It's beautiful. I don't know what age this sign is, but looks like it's been battered by, I don't know, bullets and hammers and rocks, but looks to be very old. There's all kinds of artifacts around here. Okay, so almost up here where this gets flat. If I continue, I go up that way, and if you keep going, that road gets hard and narrow and not as used as this trail, and I think it goes all the way up to those antennas. But look at this view. Look at those layers of fog of the mountains. But here is the best part. Look at this. Ha! Here is the Doppler radar for KSOX. I don't know if that's a TV or radio station, but this is known as the KSOX Doppler. Last time I was here, there were tents here and a caravan and pickup trucks and service vehicles. I guess there was some kind of work they needed to do. There's a puddle of water from the last rains we had yesterday and before, and I don't know what this is. Some kind of tank. That's currently looks like it's abandoned and full of trash. But here we are. Look at that thing. This app here on my phone. This shows my progress, 3.3, so that's 3.5 hours. Let me click pause. 1111 calories, elevation 2700 foot, distance 5.42 miles. I don't know if the camera can see this, but I will need to take a screenshot of it. Here is the path. I've been hiking from where I started this, right where I parked my car at the street on Foothill, and then I've been hiking along this whole. Those breaks are the two spots where I stopped and took a break and paused it, and see there's a gap because I forgot to click resume, and so there's a gap. And all the places where I clicked pause, the last pause here is where I stopped last weekend, but today I did not. I continued. Here we are. Okay, so I'm gonna put down my phone and enjoy this view a bit more. So that down there, those trees, that's Beek's place, and the ruins and the observation structure. Those are the TV antennas, and then there is those antennas way up there in the mountain. There's power towers way out there. These fell. These fell from my backpack. Okay, let me come up here. Film. My house is somewhere down there. I don't know where exactly. Can't tell. That down there is Tin Mine Canyon. That's the other hiking trail, and you can see it down there. What's nice about it is that there is a creek along the path. That makes sounds really nice to hike along that in peace and quiet.